What's up everyone, I'm Patrick Sean and this is part 2 of my Green Ranger / painting. In my last video, I got everything sketched out, I painted the Green Ranger painting and then took it to a Comic-Con and got it autographed. So in this video, I'm going to paint a second canvas, tear open the Green Ranger painting, and then mount them together to create one painting. So let's get to work because there is a lot to do. Since I've already got my sketch done, I can get to work on the background. I mentioned in my last video that I want to do an abstract background for these paintings because I want the focus for this piece to be on the characters. There's already going to be a tear in the middle of the canvas, so if I have a busy background, it could distract from the characters or the rip, and I don't want that. Now that my background's done, I can use graphite paper to transfer my sketch onto my canvas. I've talked about graphite paper quite a bit in my previous videos, and I love having this in my arsenal. I used to just sketch directly onto my canvas, which works, but it's kind of frustrating since it's not a smooth surface. I typically work with cotton canvas, and unlike wood panels and other objects, canvas isn't something you can easily erase once you've drawn on it. But graphite paper is quick, versatile, and your sketch looks exactly like it's supposed to as long as you follow your lines. I'm done with my transfer now, so I can move on to my favorite part of any art piece, painting. For this project, I'm using Master's Touch acrylic paints. This is my go-to paint because it's what I've worked with most and I'm really comfortable using this brand. This video isn't sponsored by anyone, so I'm not trying to convince you to go out and buy it, but if you want to try it for yourself, I do have affiliate links in the description below for a lot of my art supplies. And when you use those links, it really helps the channel and my studio. And subscribing, that helps too. One downside to Master Touch acrylic paints is that some of the colors are thin, so you don't get great coverage with them. That's why I usually paint a layer of white before adding my colors. I've been thinking of doing some comparison videos with cheap versus expensive paints, so let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if I get some good responses, I'll do a few of those videos for you. If you don't know who Lord Draken is, don't worry because I didn't either before I started this project. Lord Draken is an alternate storyline version of the Green Ranger, and it's basically where the Power Rangers defeated the Green Ranger, but instead of joining them, he runs away. Then he chooses to help Rita conquer the Earth. He destroys Rita, gains the power of the Black Dragon, and then tries to destroy the Power Rangers from alternate timelines. This is an oversimplification, but basically, Lord Draken is the evil version of the Green Ranger on steroids, and he wants to kill all the Power Rangers. I started this slash series after tearing a canvas by mistake, so I tossed that canvas out. After a few days, I started thinking about that canvas that I had thrown away and how I could have used it to make a piece of art that I had never seen before. So I put together a plan, painted 2 canvases, and stared at them for days, almost in shock that I was even thinking about cutting open a canvas. After a while though, I just thought to myself, do it because it's either gonna work or it won't. So I started cutting, and now I have a super unique piece of artwork that inspired a series of paintings that people love. That doesn't make it any less stressful whenever I have to cut open a canvas. Like I said in my last video, so many different things can go wrong. And this time it's even more stressful because it's an autographed canvas. So I'm either gonna make an awesome piece of memorabilia or I'll destroy it. But just like with the first Slash painting, it'll either work or it won't, so let's do it. I've done a bunch of these, so I'm used to the whole process, but I don't think I'll ever get used to the ripping sound of the canvas while I'm cutting it open. That's rough. All right, the most stressful part is done, so now I can sign it and seal it. With these paintings finished, I'll need to varnish them. That's going to protect them from UV, dust, yellowing from exposure, and all sorts of different stuff. What I like to use is Krylon Triple Thick Crystal Clear Glaze. That gives it a really great look, the colors really pop, it almost looks like it's been resined. So I'll spray it a few times, and then I can mount these paintings together. Now that I'm lining this up, the smaller canvas isn't exactly where I want it to be, so I'm gonna have to modify my brackets so I can move it closer to the center where I'm gonna have the cut. Now that this piece is done, let's take a few beautiful shots of this painting. As always, a massive thank you to all of my patrons. You guys help support me and allow me to do what I love to do, and you are incredible. If you want to help support the studio, go to patreon.com/pdshawn where you can get all kinds of cool stuff, or you can go to pdshawn.com where you can find all of my artwork and everything ships in the US for free. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and a comment. It helps with the algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys next time.